Hi, we're coming to you from the Signal Culture Artist Studio in Loveland, Colorado. We had a question on our Patreon Discord server about how to get Jones MVIP into a computer to work with. So I thought I'd start with what is the MVIP, and we'll go from there. And Jason will talk about how we get that digitized. So this is our source image, just coming in from a black and white security camera that's standard definition. And then that goes into the Jones MVIP, which stands for Mini Video Image Processor. This is a machine that was built by Dave Jones. It's Eurorack format and does lots of things, including colorizing and bit swapping and pixelizing, all sorts of stuff. Takes control voltage in, and here's what we've got coming out of that currently. And here's Jason.
And so to answer that question, no, with the MVIP, if you're digitizing, you don't need a time-based corrector, but you need a digitizer that can kind of go in cleanly. And unfortunately, there's not a lot of great ones out there that do composite to HDMI. Usually it's composite to SDI and stuff like that. However, if you happen to have an old Mac Mini or an old PC that has a FireWire connection or where you can do a FireWire to DisplayPort converter, such as these, our up converters now have Mac Minis that have a FireWire to DisplayPort input, and we have these Sony DVMC DA-2 converters. This will convert the analog signal to a digital signal in standard definition. Now, on these converters, as you look up here, we have a free Signal Culture program that I'm going to be making available to everybody, where you just double click it, it'll boot, load, and full screen your video. Now, if you want to be 16:9, you press the number 2, or you want 4:3, you press the number 1. And now this is going HDMI out of the Mac Mini into whatever capture cards you have. So we actually have an HDMI patch bay. I know that's pretty non-standard, but we will take this and put it into UTAP 1. And UTAP, if you look under here, is a thing from Aja that'll turn HDMI into a kind of like a webcam signal, so you can ingest it into your next computer. Now, if you come out here, our Signal Culture input amplifier is now taking that signal in from our UTAP and full HD that's coming out of that upconverter Mac Mini, and now we're using it in our frame buffer.
And on the input amp, you just select live device and then you tap, and that's how you get that signal.
And so now, if I would want to do any kind of frame buffering of that signal, we can do it live in real time, both with analog control voltage, but also things digitally as well. So it becomes one whole circuit. So there's gonna be a lot of other things that we're gonna show. Please stay tuned for more stuff on signalculture.org social media pages, and please keep asking these questions on Discord. We're more than happy to show you our entire workflow.
And check out our Patreon.